We're lucky enough, in fact, tonight to be joined by two of this year's IEB top achievers from Roedean, Naomines Kabamba and Jodi Wilder with me in studio. Both got 9 distinctions. Ladies, good evening. Firstly, congratulations. Let me start with you, madam. 9 distinctions. Which of these distinctions surprised you most, perhaps?
I'd say definitely life science and physical science.
How come?
Those are quite difficult subjects in terms of the way that it's not necessarily the content that is difficult, but the way in which you have to learn how to answer their questions, the way you have to analyze the information. It becomes quite difficult to apply. So you have to really learn some critical thinking when it comes to those subjects.
And Jodi, the two of you actually have subjects which you take, well, that are similar. Did you have the same experience in terms of the approach and what you thought might be more tricky than the others?
Well, I was surprised by my English distinction, personally. But yeah, also life sciences for me was a bit of a shock. And after our chemistry paper, physical sciences also was a bit of a shock.
And what was your highest mark?
My highest mark was mathematics.
Oh, wow. I feel completely underqualified to be having this conversation. And for you, Naomi?
It was also mathematics.
Mathematics, and that was?
92.
92?
94.
Wow. So let's go back a few months. I mean, matric, we've all been there. You start matric, and everyone tells you how difficult it's going to be, how much work you're going to have to put in. How much did you have to work to get to this point?
I definitely had to work hard. Like the workload, I found it very intense at times, especially with balancing sport and seeing friends and everything. But yeah, you just got to stick it through, and then in the end you look back and realize it wasn't all that bad.
Did you have a lot of help?
Not particularly. I mean, I went to extra science because I was struggling. But other than that, no, not really.
The girl who got 94% for maths, guys, had no extra help. If anything will make you feel inferior, that's that. Naomines, did you have help? Did you have a tutor, any extra lessons?
I didn't have any extra lessons or a tutor, but I did have a really supportive circle around me. My parents were really supportive. I had great best friends, and my teachers always encouraged me, even though I was like, I can't pass this subject. They were always there, I have faith in you, and I guess I did it finally. So
let's talk about support versus pressure, right? Because most of us feel it to some degree when you are in grade 12. Yes, everyone wants the best for you, but even that can be overwhelming, in some cases.
I felt for me, in terms of releasing pressure, I often just had to realize that I am capable, I have a lot of potential, and even if I don't get the results I hoped for, it's not the end of the world. Matric is not the end of your life. There's a lot that comes after it. So for me, I just focused on where I was getting support and getting a lot of stress relief, people that were just supporting me constantly. Yeah.
Jodi, how did you de-stress?
Well, I found it very important to do sports and get outside. Like, I found it very stressful when I had to sit at my desk like the whole day and cram things. So I think really spacing out your work and making sure that you start on something, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, as soon as you get it, and not leaving it to the last minute is really helpful to not build up all that stress.
When and how did you find out that you'd got 9 distinctions?
Well, when I got the call to be here, I thought I had done well. But yeah, last night I was at home with one of my friends, and I got the SMS, and I immediately put my phone down. I didn't want to look at it, and then when I eventually did, I was very shocked by the results. When
I was in matric 200 years ago, we'd all wait for the newspaper, and you basically had to look for your name to figure out how well you'd done. How did it go for you? Did you stay up all night?
Yes, in fact I did. My mom called me downstairs and she was like, let's watch some YouTube and we can just chill until we get my results. And we got them and I was so excited. I was jumping with joy, and me and my mom just took a second to pray to God for this blessing, because it really was just a blessing, and I felt like I had received an opportunity that others had just hadn't as well. So.
Who was more chilled though yesterday while waiting? Was it yourselves or the parents?
My parents, probably.
Were they more chilled?
Yeah, my dad actually was sleeping.
My kind of guy, just sleep. If you sleep through it, then it's all good news. Jodi?
No, same. My parents were definitely a lot calmer than I was.
Let's talk about the future. Where are we going? What are we going to study?
Okay, so I'm hoping medicine or engineering at UCT or Wits.
medicine or engineering, UCT of it. First preference?
UCT would probably be my first preference.
Oh, so you want to branch out and leave the city even?
No, this will always be my home place, of course.
Sounds like a breakup. It's not you, it's me. Jodi?
I really want to go to Stellenbosch and study actuarial science.
Okay. And once you've done that, what do you want to do with the qualification once you have it? Do you want to just work professionally, or do you want to do other stuff beyond just the daily 9 to 5?
Well, for me, like social life and sport, yet again, is very important. So I'd like to have like a really balanced life. And I need to qualify to be an actuary, and that will take a few years after varsity. But yeah, I don't want to work 9 to 5 through the whole week. So I'm hoping I can find some sort of a balance.
Okay. Naomines?
I find a lot of enjoyment in doing community service, helping people out. So I'm hoping that if I do something like medicine or engineering, in my free time I'll be working like at orphanages or giving away. Just doing my part in the community is what I really enjoy doing. Well,
you guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. In fact, the parents are here. I'm going to call them to join us here on set. The parents of Naomines as well as Jodi, both matriculants from Roedean here in Johannesburg, got 9 distinctions each. Can we have you guys come this way, and you can each stand behind your pride and joy. Good evening. Nice of you to join us. Congratulations. Your daughters have done well. So if I can start with you, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very great. It was hard work. Seeing my daughter stressing and studying all the time.
She says you slept through the announcement.
Yeah. Because I was expecting good results anyway. So, yeah.
And Mom, how are you feeling?
I was very happy about it, the achievement as well, from a hard work.
Yes. But don't worry, live TV.
Yes. From a hard work, and it paid off as well. Yes.
I can ask you to just pass the mic to Jodi's parents. And same question, firstly, congratulations. Here you are, your daughter's got 9 distinctions, thinking of studying even in Stellenbosch, I think you said. How are you feeling?
No, I think we're enormously proud. Jodi's always been one who's very focused, and I'm just glad the hard work really paid off. I mean, I think she deserves it, absolutely.
Ma'am, are you expecting 9 distinctions?
No, not 9 distinctions. Wow, sorry, Jode. But that's just based on her feedback. No, but it's absolutely fantastic. And so proud for her because, as she said, she didn't have the help. She put in the effort herself, and she can reap the rewards. It's fantastic.
Thank you so much for joining us. Girls, I'll let you have the final word. How are you celebrating?
That is such a great question. I don't know.
What do you want from your parents? Let's put them on the spot with the cameras here.
I don't want to go home and die, so I think I'm going to keep that to myself.
Do you want a car? Do you want an apartment? A seaside apartment?
A seaside apartment would be great if I go to UCT.
This is your time, girl. This is it. If they commit on camera, Jodi, it can happen. What do you want?
I just want some champagne.
Ooh. Yeah. Do we have champagne? Okay. Let's not keep you any longer from your champagne. Ladies and you parents, thank you so much for coming in to News of Prime tonight, and congratulations once again. You've made us all very proud.